Libertarian Senior Advisor and spokesman for America First Action, Sean Spicer. Good to see you, Sean.
Good evening, Trish. Thanks for having me.
All right. What's your verdict? Do you think the president's going to declare border?
I don't know. I mean, let's be honest. You don't ever know with President Trump until he does it. So let's be honest about how this is going to go down. But I do think that the president recognizes that the pain that this shutdown is having, not just on the workers and the contractors, but frankly in the trickle-down economy that we live in. The drivers, the bellhops, the waitresses and waiters who are part of the lunch stops that people go to. This is not just about the federal workers and the contractors, but the economy in so many of these areas around federal installations where the people who run the coffee shop and deliver the things that go back and forth. This has truly been a very painful time for so many people in our country to be able to pay their own bills. I think the president's well aware of that. And what you're seeing evolve today with the Senate votes is the president's remarks that he is willing to see what McConnell and Schumer can come up with that will strike a balance. If they do something absent a wall, I think the Democrats have made it very clear, and you've pointed this out on your show consistently, that this is all stuff that they've supported. So this is about Trump, not about the policy. That if they continue to be obstinate, at some point, I think he's going to have no choice but to sort of reopen the government and figure out how to achieve the goal that he set forth to protect the country through additional border security measures in whatever way is necessary.
Look, I mean, we're not functioning right now, and we keep highlighting Venezuela, and obviously that's the extreme scenario. But we've got a government right now that cares more about politics and tit for tat than actually helping the people, and I find that extremely disturbing. I mean, the TSA workers that are still showing up for their job, and I know none of us really like the TSA, and it's always painful taking your shoes off when you go through security, but the reality of it is a lot of those people now still working hard, and they're not getting paid, and they're not getting paid because Nancy Pelosi and the rest of her cronies are too selfish. I'll just say it. Sean, I know there's a book coming out, a book coming out on the Trump administration. It's kind of a burn book, if you would. It's called Team of Vipers, and apparently goes after just about everyone in the White House, including you, sir. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, real quick on the last point. I do think that the TSA in particular has gotten singled out. They're amazing people who have continued to go to work. And this is all about them, right? This is all about security, whether it's border security, airline security. All of what we've been talking about is to protect our people. And God bless these individuals and so many more that are continuing to go to work to secure our freedom and keep us safe. On the book, look, I was honored to serve this country in so many ways, including in the White House. It was a privilege. The idea that somebody is using that opportunity to settle scores and to tell inside baseball stories, some of which are demonstrably false, is both disrespectful and disloyal to the President of the United States, and really shows a lack of respect for the honor and privilege that they were given. And it is disappointing to no end to see this go on.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Like I said, there's more similarities than we'd like to see between ourselves and some of these rather poor governments in Latin America right now. Sean Spicer, thank you so much. It's good to see you tonight. Coming up.